Here it is, boys. One person asked for it, so I'm doing it. This is collection video part 2. We had to sacrifice Mazinger Z for this video, boys. There he is in all his glory. Shout out to the king. So as we continue down, modeltoys.com, modeltoycars.com. It's not just about die-cast cars. You can put whatever you want in these cases. They also, some of the other cases have little stands here with bendy wire so you can adjust the two lights in the bottom. But I didn't want too much light, I guess. So here we go. I showed these before. This is the permanent wall. These are the Voltron wall here. We're going to get down with some Voltron today. Over here, we have one of my personal favorites, the Icarus Toys Voltron. Some of the weapons came with the other Voltrons. Like there was an exclusive sword set. Right here, these blades. I don't want to give too much away. I'm not here yet. But I put a couple with the different robots just to give some different effects. So you can see the swords are definitely different. The Icarus Mad Toys are basically the same mold. As we go down, you'll see right there is the world famous Dethroned King, Soul of Chogokin, GX71. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. King Beast Go Lion. One of their greatest figures ever. Then, I have the little, I think it's Playmates Legendary Defender. There's some of those stands I was talking about. The gold on the stand, I think, just gives it something. I have no clue what the fuck it says, but it looks cool. That's like having a Chinese tattoo or Japanese lettering and you don't know what it says. Could say boner. I don't know. It looks good, though. Now we're coming down here. I custom put brackets on the wall. And I have them coming out like this. Each row comes out. Because what it is when you lift these up, you have to have enough clearance behind it. So this is coming out further, so I have room to slide that out. It's almost like a pyramid. Anyway, we're going back down to the Icarus. The infamous Icarus Black Voltron. That's a beaut right there, boys. Alright, so him and him, same, just the black version. Then we have the black version Fantasy Jewel. Now what I did was a little bit of customization. I put the eyes red on there. Okay? I did the eyes red. I think they came yellow on all of them. So I just redid them red. Evil Voltron. Could have been probably a brighter red, but that's what I had. Blitzway is also doing a black Voltron that does not have the skull plate chest. You know, it'd be the ultimate coolest reward Blitzway could do. Secretly put in some sort of chest. Just throw it in the box and let us be able to replace it or, you know, something. But we can only wish. So, going down, here's the Mad Toys. So Mad Toys, Icarus are more or less the same molds. I'm not going to get into it. I got it into the other videos. I'm just kind of, this is a collection. But the Mad Toys is my least favorite because he poses the shittiest, whatever. And we got over here, we have the Robo-Do by 3-0 Voltron. And I just threw some effects on him. You got an earth effect. That sword actually came with the Mad Toys or the Icarus. They had a bunch of accessories with that, including those double blades. Little fire effect, a little wind effect in their own respective colors. So I thought that was pretty cool. And last, but definitely not least, probably not even last, I can't do that to you boys. Here is, this is the newest addition to the wall. Okay, and I want to show you. So, these are robots I kind of just wanted to get out of the way. More or less. I mean, from top left, we're going to go Soul of Chogokin, Die Rugger. We're going to go Vehicle, aka Vehicle Voltron. We're going to go Dioja, Soul of Chogokin. We're going to go Pose Plus, Baxinger. We're going to go Pose Plus. Damn, man. Drawing a blank. He's Pose Plus Artstorm, though. And then we have Go Shogun. And then Daitarn 3 at the end. That's the last case I just got. Now, what I did was, you might see, I don't know if it's coming across on camera that well, the bottom case seems to be lit up a little bit better, the bottom row of cases. Okay, now let me go through the robots and I'll explain the lights. We have Daltanius, Godmars. We have in the front Zambot 3, Trider. Those are Soul of Chogokin, those three, 4, sorry. Then we have the special package Sentinel Dankuga with Blackwing. I did a review on that. I had some parts that was very easy to kind of clip on without damaging the robot. It looks good. He was just too heavy and cumbersome with that Blackwing on. That Blackwing is almost all die-cast, which he's a side character. Good for die-cast. Good for the die-cast content, but at the same time, man, he couldn't balance out to me being on the back. Yeah, it made the robot heavy, but he was just way too heavy, clunky, bulky. I mean, the poses, it kind of sucked. So I clipped on the backpack myself. I did a review on that. And I just kind of have Blackwing, he's not taking up any room, kind of just back there with him, all right? And then a couple other companies here. We have Gurren Lagann by CCS Toys. Their 1.5 release. Again, we talked about it. CCS came from another company who did one robot collaboration before they formed into CCS. They're actually doing a quote-unquote fan-made, I guess it's called. I don't know why. Gurren Lagann. It's from CCS, but they're saying fan-made. So I don't know if they took all the fans' input and are redoing it, but they are coming out with another version. CCS is definitely the one to look out for. Mosho hasn't been on my radar just because of the fact I don't know what they're doing, because they haven't made anything for them to get on my radar, I guess. No super robots. Last couple things I bought was the Red and Blue Samurai Date and the Tiger of Kai from that line. Nothing else since. And I barely got them, but they were just so well crafted. I wanted to try a different company. So that's the cool thing about this. If you should spread yourself out to different companies to check it out, see what they're all about. And last but not least, bottom right corner, sorry about that, is the... Damn, man. That's the Genesic Gao Gai Gar. Fuck, I'm drawing another blank, man. I don't know why I'm losing it here. But anyway, that's the basically $500 to $600. You can find them online. They made a model kit of him. So you guys will know in the comments. Anyway, I put him in the case. Now, to get to the lighting. Damn, I just can't. There's only a couple of those that I know about this company here, and I'll get to it. It's Akumenai. Shit. I'll get it sooner or later. But anyway, there's a couple companies. I mean, that company did like a couple robots, and I think they're coming out with something new. CCS is also supposed to be dropping another Dan Kuga. So it just looks so big and bulky, and I'm not really into the whole Brave line. Do you know what I mean? So the thing with that is, I'm not going to get it. He's just going to be a big one. That would be me like getting the Hagane Works Dan Kuga. It's just too big. That one is like the second release from Sentinel. It has the better paint, I think. The glossy, shiny, metallic paint. He looks amazing. He's one of my favorite figures, even though I don't like the character. So there's a difference. The figure, I like the aesthetic. I couldn't tell you about the character. But that robot, that figure, amazing. He's up there. That's one of the heaviest Sentinel toys. I don't know what happened to Sentinel. If they figured they can get away with putting in less die cast or something, man. But they really went... I don't know. I feel bad because they could be great if they just loaded up die cast. But they seem a little overpriced. Kind of like Flame Toys. I mean, you're getting the design, you're getting the quality. I haven't owned a Flame Toys yet. I'm thinking about getting either the Megazord, quite possibly, or the Gypsy Danger. So we'll see in the future how that plays out. That's why. That is the Sentinel Amakuni Kinzen. Sentinel Amakuni Kinzen. Genesik Gao Gaigar. Okay? So that is a Sentinel robot. I kind of have them together because he goes in scale with the other two here. And for a while, they were kind of... I just didn't really know where to put them. Some of these I don't know where to put. I want to save only the best for these cases. But... whatever. Now getting to the lighting. Okay? Here... this is what I did. So modeltoycars.com, you can find them on eBay if you're buying some cases, right? So here's the thing. Down below, I have, if you can see on the corners of these cases here, the left and right bars are lit, as well as the top. So you can see the reflection of the light. Also, the back. If I slide up the top, flip the back around, it's a mirror finish. So if you want that mirrored finish, which I might do, it might look like a lot more action, but if you want to see the back of your figures, things like that, you can go with mirrored finish on these, which is amazing. That is the Daltanius R with the chrome thighs. Which, again, like I said, I don't care for chrome on robots, but that looks okay. It kind of blends in. That mustard yellow is a turnoff for me. I know he's an Italian robot. They probably don't eat mustard in Italy at all. I think that's an American thing. So they don't get it over there, but that's, you know. So I think the gold chrome thighs, whatever you want to call them, breaks up that. Or else it'd be that color yellow down here too. I think it'd probably be a little too much. So that's down at the bottom is where you're going to get less light. Okay, there's not enough eye drawn, you know, to it because there's not enough light down there. So I figured if I put those cases, you can see the difference here. Now these come with extra lights I can put in here, light them up just a little more, but I don't want to, it's fine. So when you're looking at it, you have, you know, these are lit up a little more because they're way down at the bottom. So they're screaming for more attention. You're automatically going to see this because this is up closer. This is right by, you know, belly button, waist high. And then you're like, whoa, this is lit up a little more. What's down here? So you're already going to see all that as you're looking. So it's just a little brighter down there, which is cool. Like, hey, look at us. Go on Amazon. I'll show you another little, because this is collection video. Get yourself some floating shelves if you want. And you can give your guys a little bit of height. You see how I kind of got him going across? He's on a little shelf there. They're black. It blends in. These cases come in white also. They're not sponsoring me. It's just whatever. I mean, fucking YouTube's putting commercials on my videos for some reason. I'm not even registered or getting paid for it. So this channel might be coming down quick, boys. If that's the way it's going to be, I'm not going to play that game. So if I'm not getting paid for commercials, I mean, listen, I'm not getting sponsored or anything, which is fine. But you're not going to put commercials on my video or keep putting commercials on my video and getting ad revenue for nothing. You're going to give some of that scratch over here, I guarantee you, boys. I guarantee that. Commercials equal money for me in my pocket. So, we'll see. Because there's going to be something somewhere where YouTube is not going to be allowed to do that for nothing. I'm telling you, somebody's going to create a lawsuit where they're going to stop that shit, and it's going to be a fucking screeching halt for YouTube. I mean, you got in-ads, you got ads up the ass, you got ads before, during, you got content creators sneaking in ads during the shit, and those are the people I call out anyway. I'll timestamp and mark the ads on the comment section to help you guys and everybody else out. So, fuck them. Here we go. We're over to the next section here, boys. Boom. TP-01 Voltron, non-transforming. But I think I did a video on this. But what I want to show you is the work that I put in. So this isn't a crazy expensive figure. But he got the treatment, boys. He was in a couple battles. This is a one-on-one. That's my damage work. Weather, battle damage, Voltron. Look at those holes. Ding, ding, ding. Like he got shot. Like it went across. See, I had kind of a theme to it. After I started messing with it, roughing it up a little, I'm like, yeah, there has to be a story to the battle. He could have been in multiple battles, but, you know, every episode, Voltron's brand new again, like they fixed him up. You got a Robeast scratch right in the chest. You have holes going up, like he was shot up that way. You have the wing, the damaged wing that's bent just enough. I mean, this thing, I love this thing. I was contemplating again, getting rid of this. He's heavy. I like it. He just doesn't transform, whatever. But once I did the battle damage, I was like, no, he's too much, man. I gotta keep that. I have these idiots. I don't know. Thinking about getting rid of them. I watched Neon Genesis. I was into it at the time. It made me almost quit watching anime. At the same time, revitalizing my love of anime. And I'll tell you, this is what it is. So, back in the day, I had it on VHS, okay? I think it was VHS, the number, they're in episodes on VHS 1, 2, I don't know, 10 or 11, okay? I'm watching it. I watched the first, I think there was 2 episodes per VHS. So, I watched the first half of the episode. I'm trying to get into it. A lot of, Neon Genesis. If you watch it, there's a lot of drama, a lot of story-driven stuff. Some good action, too. I mean, it's good. Watch it once and be done with it. So, I'm watching it. The first episode, I'm watching the fucking thing, and I'm like, anime fucking sucks. Now, remember, it was just me and my buddy kind of got me into it. This is the beginning stages of anime. I'm talking Fist of the North Star and Ninja Scroll were my 2 first anime I've ever seen in my life. Besides, I don't think you can call it anime back in the day. Before that was Mazinger Z, Voltron, and then skip forward, we're talking Ninja Scroll, and Fist of the North Star brought me back into it. So I'm like trying to watch stuff like that. And I'm going to explain some of these figures. So I'm trying to watch stuff like Fist of the North Star, Ninja Scroll. I can't find it for the life of me. And I didn't really talk to too many people. Not too many people were into the anime scene. So, long story short, I watched the first half of that Neon Genesis. I almost fucking quit. I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I'm not watching anime anymore. If this second half sucks, I'm fucking throwing this out and I'm done. Okay? So, I saw the second half where Shinji and Eva Unit 1 went berserk for I think the first time. That episode had me floored. I was like, no, I get it now. I get it. And from then on out, anime. Done. Love it. So, we'll get back to over up here. So these are the metal build Neon Genesis. I had them displayed before in some of the older videos with they come with the hangers, tons of accessories. They actually made 2 different accessory packs for these guys, which was pretty redundant because you get a ton. I don't know what too much more you could get. Third one just came out. These 2 are metal. They're all metal build Bandai. These 2 are the redos, because when I started collecting these, the repaints just started coming out more or less. That's not the metallic one. Even if the metallic one came out, probably wouldn't get it, and I'm guessing that's what a lot of people are saying. My guess, with the situation, I don't know. They might come out with, if they do come out with a metallic, they might fully load it with some cool shit to get people to buy it. That's just my guess at this point, because I think people are kind of done with that. We get over here. This is all NECA. That's Solar Chogokin Gypsy Danger. All right, and I put them with the NECA bots. So there is a new line of, what is it, Pacific Rim figures coming out. I forget the artist's name. They're selling on AliExpress. He has a nice shiny paint. So if you've seen the Heavy Metal Mecha, okay, Crimson Typhoon was the first release. These are about 11-inch. They're doing direct, non-diecast. This is the diecast version. Non-diecast version of these guys. So if you want to pick up a smaller scale, you can definitely grab them. Also, just like the Heavy Mecha series, this Crimson Typhoon, for the new series coming out, the 7-inch line, I guess you could call it, is a direct copy. Yeah, the NECA ones, I don't know, man. I didn't have, when I first started collecting figures, I left them in the package. Didn't really play with the NECA stuff, and then when I did, I just realized the NECA plastic, the joints, they break easy. It's not the best quality, so I do understand what people are saying about NECA. But these are the 3 NECA. I got rid of the Gypsy Danger because I didn't need 100 of them. And then we work our way down. We're going to stick with the black cases today. This is our part 2 collection. Like, share, subscribe. We got a couple new subscribers. My buddy Cole, the first shout out, he wanted to give a shout out to his buddy Lou Sassol. So shout out to Lou Sassol. That's his buddy, I guess, from the Robot Group. It's his birthday. Celebrate the gape is what I always say. And then we're going to go from left to right. Big Duo. I love Big O. Let me get over here so there's not much glare. Big Duo. Max Factory, all 3 of them. So you have the diecast part, Max Factory, Big O. Pistons, pull out, all that stuff. Real metal chains, some diecast parts. Blah, blah, blah. This is all vinyl. Big Fow, all vinyl. They're just meant to kind of accompaniment the Big O from Max Factory. A different company did, I don't know if it's Max Factory, but I'm pretty sure it's in scale with this. They made a vinyl Big O. There's a couple different versions of Big O out there. They're one of my favorite animes. I do love Big O. He's great. So I put some stands on them because they were a little short in the case. And if they're too short in this tall case, I think the figures look a little weird. A lot of liminal space, if you get what I'm saying. But with that being said, I put some stands on them to give them a little bit of height and make them look a little fuller in the case. Same with these guys. That's the Soul of Chogokin Big O. There's two versions. All right, there's three kind of versions. There's two robot versions. So you get your original robot with the regular paint. You get an expansion pack, which are the rings and fire, not these fire effects. That's like a Dragon Ball. I just put it in because it matched the color, added a little more to it, I thought. So, hey, why not? I wanted to put the skeleton heads. You've seen my videos, you know me. I love the inner workings, the mechanicalism of it all. So I have him displayed open up for his ultimate power. And I have him normal so you can just see what he looks like. That's why I'm not too concerned about not showing his face on here. That's why you got it back there. So he's all opened up. Roger Smith, baby. Boom. There's the car. The Big O. So, first version is just a regular version. I guess they came out with the expansion pack after, which you could get separately, which, you know, Bandai is known for their add-ons and expansion packs sometimes here. And then they have a Kuragane finish, or Kuragane, I'm sorry, which is not the glossy, it's more of the matte finish paint. So he has a different finish, which I think goes a lot better with the stamped or die-cast kind of molded aesthetic of the Big O. It's not polished metal, it's more casted metal, you know what I mean? So, and it also comes with the effect parts. So you can get Big O with the effect parts, or you can get what they call the full package and a different paint job. Here is Raksasa Street Degenerator. This guy's just cool. I mean, there's not too much to say, I guess. The mouth on that opens up. It's a pretty heavy staff. This guy's pretty cool. I love the way he looked. I wish he was in scale more with the Mosho Samurai, because I would have him definitely... what was I going to say? I would have him definitely displayed with them. This guy is really cool. I mean, you can get him fairly cheap now. Heavy guy, awesome. I mean, he is really... This is just something different that you have in your collection, and he kind of stands out. Raksasa Street, it's called. There's a blue guy main figure in this series. Unless he transforms into it, there is another one. So I'm wondering if this company will come out with a second one, or the second figure. So I don't know if it's his ultimate form. I have no clue. It's a Chinese anime or whatnot. A couple of my Robros had told me about it. And I have that effect. Came with Godmars for the sword, but I didn't want it to bend or anything, so I just kind of shoved it in there to give it cushion. He also comes with two of these fists. The eyes light up, so you can put both fists on like that, or both regular fists. I got one of each to show him. And then I think we'll close out this section of the tour with Frankie. General Frankie controlling his mech. So another Soul of Chogokin. I have the little stand up to get him more, a little more height in there. I think he looks better taller, because when he was down, I think if they made him taller, like at least that tall, and strengthen the legs or whatever, I think he would be cooler looking. I mean, he looks cooler on that stand than he did flat down. But that's just my personal opinion. I think if he was just that tall up, he'd be cooler. Little length in the legs, but they'd have to strengthen him as well. And here we go. Juggernaut, that's a Marvel Select. I love Jugs. Don't we all? That is the Hagane Works RoboCop. Put him over there with the Cobra Cannon. Cyborg! We got Makanda Robo by Blitzway. So the thing with this guy too, I mean, good quality, but the joints were just way too loose, man. I mean, you couldn't get him to hold a pose. The little ship falls out in the back. This was my first foray into Blitzway, was this guy here. I think my second one might have been the Voltron. I could be wrong with that. I'd have to rethink. And then GX75, we got the Mazinkaiser right here. Got him on that stand, just fucking flying off the wall. Doesn't even matter. Then we'll go down to here, and we have another Juggernaut. Juggernaut's my favorite Marvel character. It used to be Wolverine, but Jugs is the boy. We got him, and that's that reissued Build-A-Figure that came in the 2-pack with Colossus. So him and the Marvel Select are my two favorite ones. He's a little more anime, and the Marvel Select is just crazy. So, hope you like the collection tour. Like, share, subscribe, and maybe we'll do a part 3 to complete it out. Because there's still a good amount left that we need to go over here, boys. There might be a part 4. Peace out. Thanks for watching.